Now that we have been introduced to the author and the poem, let's go through the poem in detail. Paraphrase. First stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It is grown slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide sprouting leaves. The poet Jeev Patel introduces a tree in the first stanza and asserts that it is not easy to kill a tree even with a knife. The reason is that a tree takes years to grow, slowly absorbing nutrients, getting nourishment from the organic materials from the earth's crust. The tree anchors deep into the soul of the earth. Likewise, it becomes stronger by absorbing water, air, and years of sunlight. And as it grows, leaves sprout from the bark of the tree. The tree that has been nourished by earth for so many years cannot be taken away with the blow of a knife. Second stanza. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. The second stanza affirms that merely chopping and hacking a tree with a knife or an axe won't be sufficient to bring it down. The tree would surely feel the pain of the stab or the hack, but that is not enough to end its existence. The bleeding bark, that is the wound in the bark from where the sap flows out, will heal with time. From the spot, green buds will appear again. Similarly, the place where the boughs were cut off will be replaced with new boughs, which will grow to their former size. The poet here compares the tree with a human being. The tree bleeds, or the sap of the tree comes out of the tree's wound once it is attacked. Just like a human's wound, this cut also heals with time. Third stanza. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out. Snapped out or pulled out entirely, out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. The poet then elaborates on the process of killing a tree. To kill a tree completely, it should be pulled from the anchoring earth with massive force. The anchoring earth suggests that the tree are strongly fixed with the help of the roots in the earth. Once the tree is uprooted, its strength is exposed, because the power of the tree lies in its roots. The roots are the source of the strength of a tree. The roots remain white and wet deep inside the ground for years. Once uprooted, the strength of the tree lies exposed. This stanza focuses on the violence involved in ruthless deforestation. Fourth stanza. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. The last stanza elaborates on the final stage of killing a tree. After the tree is pulled out from the earth, it should be exposed to the scorching rays of sun and air. The roots are the life of a plant, and on exposure to the hot rays of the sun, they are choked. They can no longer connect to the soil and absorb nutrients and water to sustain the life of the plant. An uprooted plant starts to show signs of approaching death. Its color is changed. The parts are withered and twisted, and slowly it dies. The tree puts up a long fight against the continuous attack of the human beings, but finally gives up. Once withered and dried, it can no longer grow back. Characterization. The tree. The tree makes us imagine its enormous strength and resilience, and the reader is compelled to assess the reasons why humans cannot kill it easily. The poet wants us to notice how the tree sustains in a challenging ecosystem by fighting for its survival. The lines, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, shows the resilience of the tree and the profound connection it has with nature, especially with the earth and the atmosphere. We fail to notice that a tree does not take revenge directly, but its existence is tied to the fragile ecosystem, which collapses when we continuously cut trees. The tree has human-like qualities. It gets cut, it bleeds and heals. The willpower of a tree is unparalleled. Despite being attacked innumerable times, the leaves and boughs grow back. The poem is a peek into the consciousness of a tree, which ties itself to the consciousness of the ecosystem. Conclusion: the poet, through the steps to kill a tree, wants to convey a message. The message concerns our ignorance towards nature and how we are moving to a point of no return. Rampant cutting of trees and deforestation in the name of growth and material progress would lead to a collapse of the world ecosystem sooner. Recapitulation: the poet introduces a tree and asserts that it is not easy to kill a tree, even when stabbed with a knife. Merely chopping and hacking a tree with a knife or an axe won't be sufficient to bring down a tree. To kill a tree completely, the tree should be pulled from the anchoring earth with massive force. After the tree is pulled out from the earth, it is exposed to the scorching rays of sun and air. A tree has enormous strength, resilience, and willpower. It also has human-like qualities. The resilience of the tree reveals the profound connection it has with nature, especially with the earth and the atmosphere.